The government's not putting a good message out there that it's support. It's said they're always saying they support the troops, but when you come back and your veterans benefits barely cover your education, if it does at all, it's not really putting any weight behind those words.
They paint the picture perfect at the beginning, but then once you've done your time and everything, like, we don't know you.
While I was deployed overseas, I served as a supply specialist in a military police unit.
I was instructor for the Iraqi National Guardsmen, and my third tour I was a tank commander for my platoon.
I was in a Navy corpsman attached to 1st Marine Division as a rifle platoon corpsman. For my first deployment, I was in Najaf in 2004. We fought the Sadr militia in the Battle of Najaf in the Wadi As-Salam cemetery.
Done 8 years in the service, and out of those 8 years, I've been part of 2 major operations, Operation Enduring Freedom and Operation Iraqi Freedom.
I actually spent about 6 months in southern Iraq, moved up to Mosul for about a month and a half, and then the last 4 months were spent in the Diyala province north of Aqaba.
When I enlisted, I was under the impression that my college would be paid for, that I would have nothing to worry about.
I was just told you're going to pretty much get your whole school paid for.
The current GI Bill is inadequate. It's not covered. It hasn't kept up with the cost of living or cost of tuition or the cost of books.
Well, what I'm given in the GI Bill every month is about $650.
Working, commuting to school, commuting to work, I mean, you still need to pay for your meals. You still need to pay for electricity.
The GI Bill doesn't cover my entire education.
I mean, I'm in debt right now.
It's a little different now. I have to look at things different, maybe not go to the schools that I want to because I can't afford it.
Back in World War II, the vets that came home, their tuition and room and board and books and everything was fully covered by the GI Bill.
The Servicemen's Readjustment Act of 1944, better known as the GI Bill of Rights. Tuition is taken care of, funds are provided for laboratory fees, books, supplies, and equipment are included.
It's not the same as it was in World War II, I guess, with the benefits that we're getting today.
Senator Jim Webb, decorated Marine Vietnam veteran, has a new GI Bill that covers tuition to the price of a state college.
Bring the old GI Bill back and allow these young men and women, if they serve on active duty, to be able to exercise those GI benefits without paying into the system that they now have to pay into.
This seemed to me to be a no-brainer, a true and meaningful GI Bill benefit for those who've been serving since 9/11.
If the new bill passed, I think everybody will jump for joy.
It'll provide the people like me and veterans that are coming home and soldiers and sailors, Marines and airmen that are going overseas. It gives them peace of mind.
You'll see more veterans making a better life for themselves.
If the new bill passed and I got the education that I could out of it, then I could do pretty much anything, however high my aspirations are in life.
You answered the call when it came, took up arms for your country's sake, and fought to the limit of your ability.
I wouldn't have the faintest idea why a member of Congress wouldn't want to support this.
If I could talk to John McCain, I would try to appeal to him as a fellow veteran.
He should understand how hard it is for veterans to transition back into civilian life.
He should put himself on our shoes, a veteran himself, and then make the right choice.